over here! I need some help. I don't know which of the 8 divines sent you this way. The Dark Elf. Untie me, please. The Sylvels will pay well. Oh, thank you. Look around, would you? I'd like to examine whatever my attacker dropped. A letter? I ought to just let the Dark Elf have him, but it would be... probably? Yes, I did. All the time. House Sylvel has in... The Sylvels fostered me from the time I was small. This is different. Probably? Yes.
Maybe there's more to this place than meets the eye. First time I've had to look for Quistly in such a rustic location. Not his usual style. Quistly really got himself into it this time. The idiot! This is definitely not a smuggling operation. Those roots. It looks like there's another I wonder what this place was. It doesn't look dwarven.
voice down. Those lunatics will hear
Help!
you.
Help! Somebody!
Look!
Keep
They have
your
captives.
voice down. Those lunatics will hear you.
We mean you no harm. We're looking for someone.
Psst, over here. Let me out before these cultists kill me.
Let me out too! There's a cult of Sithis in these caves! They
I
sacrifice
would
people!
not linger here. Flee if you value your life.
Thank you. We've been here for days. Thank you. We've been here for days. You should get out of here too, stranger. These people... I've met no one by that name, but that doesn't mean he isn't here somewhere. The only non-cultist I've seen in days was a dark elf who sneaked by a short time ago. She motioned for us to wait and left without a word. I should go. They're cultists, I think. They follow someone called the Daughter of Sithis, and they talk about sacrifices to the Unmaker. I was on the road to Gideon when they grabbed me. Can I go now?
Before we continue, let's talk a moment. Cultists? What's there to know? They worship a god of death, darkness, and primordial chaos. Nothing good can come of that. Quistly's always getting into trouble, but it usually involves love or dice. He could be in real danger this time. Allowing Quistly to be dragged off to angry criminals is not much of an improvement. While Quistly might deserve it, I can't let Tenari Vales get him either. I want to try to grab one of these cultists and get some answers. It's a long story. Suffice it to say, I owe his family a great debt. Quistly and I were more or less raised together. The Sylvels count on me to watch out for him, or help him if he needs it. That's what the Sylvels say when they need me to help him. But he's their son. I'm just someone they raised. Forgive me if I sound ungrateful. They took me in and made sure I was clothed, educated, trained. They didn't have to do that. I've lost count. He does as he pleases. Unfortunately, what pleases him seems to land him in hot water. Every time. This, though... How Quistly stumbled into a cult's clutches, I can only guess. I'm the son of Lord Martel Hallix, the traitor. I suppose the story's not well known outside of court circles. My father was one of High King Emmerich's most trusted advisors. But when I was only a toddler, he plotted to secretly murder Emmerich and appoint himself regent. Or so I'm told. He failed, of course. Others in my family were implicated in the plot. The High King stripped House Hallix of its titles and domains. My mother died of shame. I was far too young to have been a part of it, though, so the Sylvels took me in. Looks like the ruin just sunk into the ground here. Let's corner one of these cultists. They might know what's happened to Quistly.
I'm not really with them. Don't hurt me!
You there! Stop!
You'd better not lay a finger on me. You have no idea who you're dealing with.
Xanathar, give me patience.
What is the meaning of this intrusion? Who are you people? What do you think you're doing here? I warn you, I am favored by the daughter of Sithis. She will avenge every injury you inflict on me. Quistly Sylvel? He belongs to Leleus now. She is the daughter of Sithis. and none dare defy her. Leave while you can. You're fools if you think you can save him from her. No! No! Quistly is Leleus's consort. You'll find them in the Fane of Scorn. I think the way there is back the way you came. Or maybe ahead. He's safe for now, though. They've got someone else to sacrifice today. Please, don't hurt me. They caught a dark elf sneaking around. Even now, she faces the death of the Crystal Fangs in the ritual room just ahead. But Leleus isn't there. She and her brother are in the Fane below. Your Quistly is with them, I think.
I don't believe him. I think he knows more than he says he does. The daughter of Sithis? The Fane of Scorn? I don't believe it. Quistly's fallen in with death worshippers? Hardly. The only thing that interests Quistly is himself. Either these Sithis followers hid their true nature to lure him in, or he's so besotted with a woman that he doesn't realize he's in danger. Either way, I'd better get him out of here. I'm not sure I believe this sniveling cultist, but we shouldn't let anyone get sacrificed. Not even Tenare Vels. Let's split up. You keep going, in case he's telling the truth. I'll see if I can find out more about the daughter and the Fane.
Please, I'll tell you anything you want. Just... I know where a map of this place is. It's not far. Just, don't hit me.
Helpful of you. What else can you tell me?
Help! Break these crystals! Please, they're killing me! Praise Vec. Thank you, stranger. Let's talk somewhere safer. Those idiots were going to sacrifice me to Sithis. Ugh, my skin still feels like I've got 1,000 tiny spiders biting me. That was horrible. Oh, and thank you. I don't know what someone like you is doing here, but I won't argue with Providence. Ah, the dutiful and not terribly clever mage. I'll bet he's angry with me. I took care not to inflict any permanent damage on him, and I fully intended to set him free just as soon as I finish here. It's business, not personal. Then you understand my predicament. I need Sylvel if I want Law's toll off my back, but it's not worth getting myself killed over. Help me get out of here and I'll help you. I got a look at a map, so I think I know where you can find Sylvel. I thought I'd slip in, knock out a smuggler or two, grab this Quistly fellow, and be back in Leowin in time for dinner. No such luck. I run into principled competition and deluded cultists praying to Sithis. Not much. Law's Toll suspected that Quistly was hiding out in a smuggler's cave on the coast. I thought I'd have to check them all. Then I ran into your friend, Bastian. I knew there was something off about the smuggler story, though. It didn't fit. He must be in deep, if Law's Toll is willing to write off what I owe to get his claws on Quistly. Too bad for him, but it's a chance for me to get out of a bad situation. Law's Toll makes a good living from other people's mistakes. Or desperation. I borrowed gold against imagined winnings, like every gambler ever. You ask a lot of questions. Not to be rude, but I'd really rather find Quistly and get out of here. These cultists already tried to sacrifice me once, after all. Good. I saw a rough map of this place before I got caught, so I think I know where to go. I'll keep out of your way if we run into more cultists. After that ritual, I'm in no condition for a fight. The cultists definitely go on and on about Sithis. Damn. Dead end and a vampire in a cage. This isn't terribly helpful. There's got to be a way through. I know what I saw on the map. Maybe I would have sworn the map I saw showed a passage here. Unless, could it be a hidden passage? I'll look around a bit. Why don't you see if the vampire knows anything? If he's been here long enough, he must have seen cultists coming or going through any hidden passages. But be careful with him. I don't trust. Perhaps. But I'd rather not fight my way through half the cult to get to Quistly Sylvel. If there's a passage here, it could save us quite a lot of trouble. Get in, get what you need, then get out. That's how I prefer to do things.
Your comrade is correct. There's a hidden door. You're not part of this cult, are you? In fact, you appear to be lost. Your dark elf friend watches me with no small amount of suspicion. Perfectly understandable, but I'm not a slave to my hunger. Why are you wandering around Deepscorn Hollow anyway? The daughter of Sithis is fond of sacrificing strangers. I have heard the name. The daughter of Sithis herself has him. These miserable Sithis pretenders. I can show you the passage you seek. I'll consider it payback for the way they locked me up. They hid the switch for a secret door under that crate over there by the wall. Clever, if one is a child. I cannot believe I thought these weak-minded fools might have a genuine insight into the dark mysteries of Sithis.
Surprisingly helpful.
Wait. Would you do me a favor in return?
I knew it. I never grow tired of being correct.
Perhaps before you rush off, you might unlock this cell? A favor in return for my showing you the switch? Let me again assure you, I am in control of my urges. I shall not harm you. I came here hoping the temple held answers about my condition. But the cultists discovered me as I fed upon an unwary noble from Gideon. The daughter of Sithis was intrigued, but when she realized I had not yet mastered my powers, she locked me away. Yes, that would be an elegant solution to my predicament. I'm afraid that I'm rather new to this state of being. I haven't figured out that trick yet. I'm still capable of gratitude, stranger. I just want to be free of this place. I came here expecting something quite different. Thank you. Perhaps the friend you seek might still be alive.
This should take us right to the cult's hidden temple. Come on! Hold up a moment before we go on. I've been thinking. I stumbled headlong into a bad situation once already. I do try to learn from my mistakes. I've been thinking. there's a good chance we won't find Quistly Sylvel alive. Nothing good. I wouldn't go so far as to say that it comes down to bringing Quistly in, or taking his place, but it's close. I really need to be free of Lost Hull. I barely this may sound ghoulish, but if Quistly is dead, I'd like his signet ring. It's big, gold, and set with rubies. If I bring it back to Lost Hull, it will show that I held up my end of our bargain, and he would take it in payment of my debt. Someone's coming!
Oh, there you are. I'm afraid I wasted my time on that cultist. He knew nothing. Glad I caught up to you. Oh, I see. You put the fear of the gods into our captive cultist. He was sobbing on the floor when I gave up and left. I did meet a surprisingly talkative vampire, though. He told me which way you went. And seriously, do not turn your back on Tenare. Our weepy friend told me that Quistly's quite taken with this daughter of Sithis. Figures. My guess is he told her his family is wealthy, so she's keeping him alive for ransom. We'll probably find them in the shrine they call the Fane of Scorn. She seems like the sort who expects the worst. I remain optimistic. I don't always get along with Quistly, but I don't want him to end up sacrificed by the cult. Or turned into some crime boss's object lesson, for that matter. Not at the cost of his life. I'll figure out something. I always do. But, just in case, warn Tenare that she'd better not try anything foolish when we get Quistly. She caught me off guard once. It won't happen again. You're not even going to apologize, are you?
I'm sorry?
Just keep your distance from Quistly. He's my responsibility. Quistly!
Bastian, what are
I'm no
you
use in a
doing
fight
here?
right now.
Go away.
I'll keep back.
Arise, my brother. Kill
just-
these trespassers.
Oh dear. I'll get out of the way.
I need to grab Quistly before he runs off again. Little bastard.
How dare you? Lalice would never have hurt me. She said so.
She murders people, you idiot! You were probably next!
I'm not talking to you, Bastian. Nor to that rude dark elf that just laughed at me. You spoiled everything! You and that lumbering oaf my father insists on sending to make my life miserable, and whoever that dark elf is, barging in and ruining my life. Who do you people think you are? Well, that's just your opinion. Everybody here treated me as a guest of honor. And Lalace, the daughter of Sithis, chose me to be her consort. She told me that she'd give me the kiss of Sithis soon. Why would you ruin this for me? I can't believe they sent Bastian after me again. They treat me as if I were a wayward child. I am perfectly capable of managing my own affairs. I refuse to go. That is no concern... Wait. Did you say Lars Tull? Is that why the Dark Elf's here? I've seen her in his headquarters, oh dear. I may owe him some gold. Claim me. I am not some sack of flour to be bargained over. Oh, very well. Bastian works for me, indirectly. I'll go with him. I can write a promissory note for the Dark Elf to deliver to her thug of a boss. He's a terrible person.
Bastian doesn't seem very fond of Quistly. I can't imagine why. We compared notes while you were talking with that simpering idiot. Bastian said he might have an idea that would solve things for both of us. Years ago, I lost everything trying to get my brother out of a fishy trading scheme. Lars Tull offered to help me. I'm still paying for it. It would be grand to be done with Lars Tull and to pull one over him at the same time. If Bastian's willing to work with me, and perhaps forget about the knocked out and tied up business, I think we might have room for a compromise.
Once we get Quistly out of here, I'm done. I've paid my debt to his family 3 times over. All right. I think I know how to sort this out. If Tenare is prepared to listen, that is. I'm willing to overlook the knock on the head to settle this. First, we need to get Quistly out of Blackwood. Tenare doesn't have anything personal against him. Well, no more than anyone else who meets him. But the criminals she'd bring Quistly to might kill him. I'll threaten to tell his parents about this whole affair unless he cooperates and goes straight back to Daggerfall. Quistly knows that Lord Sylvel can cut him off. It's the only threat that actually scares him. He would have to earn a living. I think we can all walk away from this. We ship Quistly home, secretly. Then we make sure that Tenare has something she can take back to Lars Tull. Thank you, friend. I think Lord Sylvel would agree that you've earned your payment. What do you think, Tenare? Are you willing to give it a try?
I'll need to bring Lars Tull proof of Quistly's demise.
What kind of proof would you need?
I'm clearly not dead!
If I bring Quistly's signet ring to Lars Tull, he'll believe me.
That's what I was thinking. I'll tell the Sylvels that Quistly sold the ring to pay his debt.
I'm right here!
That ring should work. It might even cover most of Quistly's debt.
What? My ring? I'm not giving you a damn thing! Bastian, keep that woman away from me!
Here you go. I'll make sure Quistly understands to stay away from Blackwood.
Thank you. This should clear my account with Lars Tull. And perhaps clear yours with this ingrate and his family too.
We should leave this place. I'll see Quistly on his way when he comes around. What's new? Can I help you with something? I'm listening. What's on your mind? I like that you're a listener. So many people. What can I do for you? How can I help?